An entire planet terraforming simulator and city builder. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a brand new city builder slash terraforming game known as Plan B Terraform. Now, if you're a big fan of the channel, you may have seen plenty of terraforming games, those of in first person, those of city builders, and those of like really cool simulators too. Games like Per Aspera, Planet Crafter, and even Surviving Mars, just to name a few. But this one seems to kind of remind me a bit of Terra Nil in terms of its art style and also kind of how some things operate. If you're a big fan of games like Factorio, this is certainly a Factorio-ish like city builder, where of course we're connecting conveyor belts and doing mining, and I kind of have to mine a few of the materials from the surface of this planet, whichever one it may be, in order to then terraform it. Pretty cool. There's also trains, as you can see, zipping by, and also cities that we could build, domed cities and more. And I really like the art style for this one. So welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and take our first look here. We can start our first planet here today, randomize the name. Let's go with the city, or rather the planet name of, let's go ahead and call this one Nugget 3. There we go. Perfect. All right, well, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for subscribing. Smash the like button. Become a member today. And let's jump into our first look at Plan B Terraform. Here we go. Your company has been mandated to manage the resources of this newly discovered planet. You must bring supplies to the cities and manage the terraforming process. Oh, good luck to us. Wow, that's very much like Mars. Is that Olympus up there? All right, I'm immediately getting vibes of Astroneer, top-down Astroneer. That's fantastic. All right, let's see. Let's pause and get our bearings. Hello, I'll be your assistant to help you learn. First of all, try to move around and observe the brand new world. Wow, yeah, that's cool. We can actually zoom out really far as if it were like Universum. I really like that. Let's see. No real way to tell where the lowland is just by looking at it, but I'm trying to see like where there might possibly be mountains in the future, and possibly rivers, and also maybe oceans. Of course, these large mountains maybe could be made bigger by mining. We'll need somewhere to dump things off. Oh yeah, that's very much Astroneer. That's a good system. That works well. New Salo. Oh, that's our name of our city. New Sao Paulo. Very nice. Can we rename it? That'd be kind of cool. Alright, the goal of this game is to bring supplies to the cities and manage the terraforming projects. The first step is to extract iron. Alright, let's take a look at our buildings, by the way. We have ourselves an extractor, factory, assembly plants, and a depot. And probably more things to unlock through research, including terraforming plants and special buildings. Alright. Select iron with the left mouse button. So we got to find that like on the map. What if there's a way? Oh, that's cool. We actually have a nice little map here too, where we can click around easily without zooming out, so you don't get too disoriented. So we seem to have these markers here, which are cities. Oh, there's multiple cities. Okay. We have New Alexandria. We have New Sao Paulo and New... I'm just going to call this a Cinnabon. Yeah. Let's go ahead and call that Cinnabon down there. Perfect. Alright, so, yeah, there's a good spot up here, possibly for a lake. Oh, it's actually a massive volcano. That's kind of cool. Alright, back to the city then. Take a look around for resources. We got ourselves a big O rock face there. Go ahead and roll on over here. Oh, the planet's rotating too. Cool. Minerals view. Oh, and a water view. Not yet, but soon. There seems to be iron right up here. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Gotcha. Okay. That's a long way to go, actually. That's very Factorio. Making giant conveyor belts. Actually, this is almost like Dyson Sphere program. A little bit more, but still, Factorio is probably much more popular to this day. Build one extractor and place it over iron. All right, let's build that. So that's over here. What is this mineral? Could be silicon there. Maybe gold. All right, let's plop down an extractor. All right, job done. Build one depot and place it on the ground next to the extractor. Okay. Boom. Has this got a drone? It does. Okay. Change the depot stock type to iron. We have iron, fluorite, sulfur, and aluminum ore, and steel bars. Okay, so that was sulfur there. All done. The iron must be melted into steel bars in a factory. Build a factory and place it on the ground next to the depot. So there's not really too far it has to go. Alright, job done. You're now able to create various structures. You can follow the level objectives, click on the progress bar at the top, and continue your journey. Build 10 extractors and place them on the ground. Oh wow, we're scaling up quick. This only says 5 though. I assume we're probably gathering materials to make more? Oh, that's kind of cool how that looks. What do we got? Is it 10 in total? We have 4, 5, 6. Oh, we don't have enough. Alright, let's on pause then. So perhaps these work like a circuit where they can pass through each other, then to the depot and then to the factory? Or the drone will have to go and pick up each and every one of them and then deliver it to the port. Although, with the arrows coming in, I'm assuming there might be a connection. So we just need to place more of those down. The factories and assemblers creates finished products. Factory creates intermediate products. Okay, so I guess we could think of it like how you would make aluminum. You would take, like, one would be mining. Well, actually, let's take bronze, for example. You'd take copper and you'd take tin. Those would be your extractors. Then you'd smelt those down at your factories. Then maybe combine them into bronze in an assembler. All right, looks like the drone just zipped by and picked up some stuff there. Oh, do we have seasons? Oh, wow. Look at that. There's even a northern and southern hemisphere in this game. And the northern hemisphere is experiencing spring and the southern experiencing fall. Right now it's negative 58 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold. You're going to want to bring more than a sweater. And click to open the progress panel. Okay, so here we have steel bars, extractors, and depots currently available. Build extractors on iron mineral patches. Transform iron into steel in a factory and build the extractors in an assembly plant. Oh, we have to build them. Use depots to collect and move containers. Oh, okay. They mentioned that in the tutorial, but it's my first day. I'm sorry, it's my first day as well, I guess if you were from Mars, you'd be a Martian. So if you were a nugget, what would you be? Delicious. Yes, that's what we would be. It's my first day as a citizen, a delicious citizen. Yes. All right, now hopefully the drone also delivers there. So I hope the drone isn't responsible for delivering to and from each and every one of these buildings. But eventually we will get conveyor belts and other resources to transport stuff. In fact, we could have a global train system like we saw at the very beginning there, where we could literally build a train. That'd actually be really cool. Once you start to fill up with water, then you have to build a train line around all the oceans, and or possibly being able to transport things via ship. If we're actually able to use boats to transport massive amounts of iron or steel or something like that, that'd be really cool. Or oil or other resources. And we'll have to see how the research works too. All right, well, only one of these bad boys is working so far. Why is that the case? Do each of them need their own depot? I can't necessarily tell. Oh, we can connect the depots together. But I can't necessarily assign them. Let's add more depots then. Oh, they're all going this direction. Is there a way to change? It'd be nice to actually redirect these to go this direction, but I'm not sure how. We can duplicate. I really don't want those going that way, though. Oh, I can't connect the depot this way, can I? Oh, right. Each depot will have to be connected to each factory then, too. That seems wildly inefficient. There's got to be a better way to do that. I'm missing something for sure. There needs to be an extractor, depot, and then factory, but to build one-to-one seems very inefficient. And also very disorganized to do it this way. But it seems like we could also build multiple factories going to multiple, or depots to multiple factories, so this all kind of stacks up there, yeah. So this one will at least always have input, this one won't. Okay, well, lessons learned for our first playthrough then, of how subtle nuances make such a difference. I don't know about you guys, but I really love to play a game in a tutorial and learn a lot of stuff, and then immediately restart with all the lessons that I've learned in yet another playthrough. I really like to be able to learn, and then stop what I'm doing, and then learn again. I think that's quite helpful. Looks like we need a depot here too. So let's go ahead and undo our mistakes then. How do we delete these? That's just really on just not knowing things. Totally fine. No shame in that at all. Plus, we get the extractors back, so if we want to go mine some other materials, we could just do it this way. That's pretty cool. So, do we really need a depot like this? I think we can only pick up one ore, though. All right, let's redesign everything, since there doesn't seem to be a punishment for that. Let's do it better for Raptoria. Let's do it. Glory to Raptoria, y'all. Let's go ahead and do 3 extractors to 1 depot and see if that's a thing. It is. So then they'll pick up that when it's ready. And then what we could do is go from depot to factory. Yes. Yep, and we're already making steel bars, so that can pick it up in the on the landing zone and then keep bringing it back and forth. That's cool. Much better setup, much better. And then we want our assembly plant, but we can't connect directly, so we have to do a depot again. But we could try to build another one nearby. That's where conveyor belts are going to come in handy to be able to deliver these. Then let's do an assembly plant here. Yep, and it looks like it goes through, so you can go ahead and pick up steel then. And now we're building extractors. Perfect. There we go. First try, guys. First try. All right, let's go ahead and build another line here. And then another depot. Switch that to iron. All right, that's cool. And the fact that this is on a massive scale, this is sitting beautifully between Astroneer, Planetary Annihilation with its appearance, and then also Factorio and Dyson Sphere program. Recently, I played Planetary Annihilation, and I really wanted more games that would allow you to kind of like explore a planet this way. And this game would be even better with a moon or something that would maybe change the tides, or perhaps there was a resource where you'd have to, in order to terraform this planet, you'd have to go to one of the moons to get like a, maybe there'd be a gaseous moon or something like that. Then you'd have to go get gases in order to make advanced technology or something. Or to create an atmosphere. Import one planet's atmosphere to another. That'd be really interesting. Alright, and there we go. Yep. Making that into iron again. And then we'll build another depot right about now. That'll be fine. I hope there's a mode to... There must be a button to toggle the grids. It would be nice, too. This is based on hexagons, but it's hard to tell even from this distance. But makes sense because everything snaps together very nicely. Snap, crackle, and pop. Oh, now we're entering the winter. Temperatures are about the same, though, or at least the southern hemisphere is having its winter, but really no change just because the planet has no atmosphere at all. It's like a Denny's, you know? There's no atmosphere when you go into a Denny's. Oh, boy. Alright, what do we got for extractors now? Now, do we have to bring the extractors somewhere? To another depot, maybe? Ah, we have 3 now. What was our first goal again? Oh, wow. There's our data on the atmospheric temperature. Is there pressure? Yeah, there's pressure as well. Yep. Oh, that's really neat. Lots of information. Good readouts there for some of that stuff. And our first objective, 6 out of 10, is to create a few more extractors, or at least to place them on the ground. So let's make another group of extractors. Cool. Job done. All right, level 2. Build 5 factories and place them on the ground. Use factories to transform steel into mechanical parts, and so that will allow us to make factories and assembly plants. Cool. There's our text log. We need depots soon, though. I'll only be able to do one more of this. Let's do all of those to a factory. Perhaps in the future there'll be ways to build more upgrades and stuff. Not just research, but maybe upgrades for buildings. All right, let's go ahead and have one of these start pumping out factories. And one of these start pumping out depots. We'll need another assembly plant. Okay. So a little hard to read, honestly, some of these. Like, you see the 2 assembly plants here. It's kind of hard to tell what that is just by looking at it. I do like how they blended it in with the building, but I would like a hotkey to be able to pop up a symbol above the building too. But this is fine. But we can sometimes not tell what the product is being made here. We can see that as iron coming in with this orange-colored or iron-colored symbol, but then no telling that there's actually a steel bar being made here, except for when we click on the factory. No, not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Alright, and next we're going to be building a assembly plant and another factory, so that's good. Now, how many extractors can the drone successfully support? I guess it all comes down to the actual factory itself, because it can only smelt so much at a time. But in this case, if we have too many extractors, we can always just take away one. It looks like a 3-to-1 ratio is pretty good. The drone here is working pretty good. Actually, yeah. 3 extractors to 1 factory seems actually like we could use a 4th. And then maybe 2 assemblies to 1 factory. There must be a ratio for that. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here. So we want to make 5 factories, right? So we got our 3rd one. We got to build more of them. Is there any telling how far we go? Oh, we need mechanical parts for these. Okay. So, wait a minute. We need some factories to make mechanical parts now. Okay. So, let's change that from steel to mechanical parts. We can re-import that. We can have a standby depot of... well, once we make our next factory, we can have an assembly line. So we can do iron to mechanical parts to... whatever part's next. Actually, that'll take it from the assembly plant. Let's take steel bars and make mechanical parts. There we go. And then that should go into there. A little too much micro at the moment, but, you know, we're just getting started. And we're kind of bogged down and a little, we're kind of bottlenecked here with some of the things that we're doing, but that's totally fine. So there must be production chains for the other materials. So again, sulfur having its own production chain. Maybe perhaps there's one for water. Maybe there's farming that we'll have to do. Obviously, with the ability to build canals and stuff, we're going to be making trees, and there's a whole tab for plants. Maybe there's actually a way to prepare it for human life as well. But right now, it just seems like all we've got is drones. Alright, another assembly plant is ready. Now let's build a factory instead, which takes more mechanical parts, so let's make more steel bars. And I think we could do maybe one large interconnected chain now, so let's give that a shot. I want to try this now and see if we can make one large chain. So let's go ahead and have 3 more extractors. Let's see. Let me redo a lot of this. Please and thank you. Alright, so iron ore to steel bars. Steel bars to mechanical parts. Oh, the thing's facing the wrong way. I want it to go this way. Ore to steel bars to... Oh, I have to select it, that's why. Hey, there we go. Cool. Game's smarter than me. Alright, so we got iron ore, steel, mechanical parts, and then we've got mechanical parts being turned into... I guess we could do 2 things here. Oh, no. I need a depot. 1 depot would be fine, right? And then we can do 2 assembly plants. And then from here, we'll take those mechanical parts and make a factory. And a assembly plant. So now where is our backup? We need more iron ore. I mean, this is decent for now. We've got enough steel here. So if I build another factory... Nope. Yeah, another factory. And then build more steel parts. Mechanical parts. Then we need to build another factory, don't we? So we got to wait for another one to be done in production. It's kind of cool. Like, I've already experimented with 3 different ways to build, and it's like I'm learning. I think there's more better versions of this. I'm sure a lot of you will kind of tell me of different ways to build as well. And I think there's a lot of different ways to actually do this where you can scale up. And it is a spreadsheet type of game. This is big for if you're a big Anno fan. If you like Anno 1800 or 1404, any of those production-based games, it's going to be interesting to find out X number of excavators supports X number of factories and so on and so forth. Right now it looks like we just need more iron ore. And possibly another depot. We could plug another depot into that bad boy over here. Let's give them iron. And see if we can plug in some more extractors. And I wonder if they can pick up from ones that are working that they're not connected to. They may need a conveyor. Or maybe they can go from depot to depot. Let's check. These seem to be connected somehow. Let's watch. Ah, cool. So now let's build a second factory. And we'll make steel there as well. And now we've got more factories and more assembly plants. Now the goal is to make 5 factories. Okay. Let's go ahead and double down on the factory production. Cool. And we could even set up a separate factory just to make depots if we wanted to. So again, extractors, depot to factory, and then factory to another factory. Well, depots will actually take... oh, they just take steel bars, so not really much needed for them. Oh, no. Oh, you can actually replace a building. I meant to click on that one to inspect what it was up to, but that's kind of cool. Alright, so that'll be steel beams again. There we go. So I guess so long as the gears are turning at the factories, we know they're working. So as long as gears are turning, something is being made, or pistons here at the assemblers. That's pretty cool. Loving this, man. Loving this. The music is very good, too. I hadn't commented on that yet, but it's very... there's a lot of soundtracks that I'm hearing now that are kind of like unintrusive, that are just background noise, that really truly, I don't know, they're like music that you can listen to on your own and not really, it would be time, you could listen to this while you're playing City Skylines or Surviving Mars and it just feels just as good. Or familiar. Factory down here is not as populated as we'd hope, but we're about to get a new task. I see so many ways to redesign things. It's just going to take a full redesign. What we really need here is conveyors so I could expand away from these depots. Well, we can keep doing it this way. No, we can't. No more depots, Sag. Okay, we need to make one more factory. We could also shut down another factory just to make sure it works, but that should be enough now. Or do we need 5 in total? Let's delete one of the factories and see how the quests or the game tracks that. Oh, that was an assembler. Well, we only need 1, really. Can't keep up with production of 2. I guess we'll do the same here. So 2 steel factories making beams or pipes or whatever, steel in general. They're not enough to supply more than 1 factory at the moment. But we are making our last factory now. Just going to take a little bit of time. All about scaling. Think and find another place. I'm not happy with that either. I want them to start us on a new material. I want to see other production chains. There we go. Oh, we should have more than enough factories now. We have 7. Build 5 factories. Good, good. Not enough just to, like, create them in a factory. They mean to actually place. They should say place 5 factories. That might be a little better for people with dumb brain, like me, Miley. All right, let's go ahead and add these. Let's see if this is enough. Those drones are very effective. They can cover quite a few different mining platforms. All right, so both of these should be able to make steel beams, right? And from there we can go down into one that can collect those beam bars. Seems like some of them can be shared too, so that's good. And then we want them to build into factories. So let's do one for machine parts here. Actually, wait. I would like some more extractors to then expand upon this. So what did they need again? Extractors just took the steel beams. Okay. We should be able to build this way. And that shouldn't need to function at all. Actually, on second thought, these currently take steel bars, but I want these added factories here for when they... We don't need these at the moment, but eventually I'll switch this to a different factory. So when these need to be switched to something else, they'll start using steel beams and then turn them into mechanical parts, and then they can be sent here to the assembly plant, to which I could build another one. So this plant will change soon. Let's just build 2 for now. I'm not seeing a lot of iron ore stacked up yet. There it goes. Alright, so we're supposed to place one more factory. Let's just do that to complete the goal. Perfect. And we'll delete that. Looked like it said something about roads there. So let's see what the next task is. Build a supply center next to a city. Bring the resources to it. Requires the city to grow. Oh, now we're building roads, and we could build okay. Tucker hat emote wall there, buddy. We got trucks. Hell yeah, brother. We got a supply center, trucks, roads, road stops, and concrete. Hell yeah. Imagine trucking on Mars, dude. There needs to be a Mars trucking simulator. It needs to be like a snow runner in a way. All right, so this is a quote-unquote city. So there is our city building. It's kind of cool. But in order to make concrete, we're going to need some material then, aren't we? What would be best for concrete? What can we have access to again? We have sulfur. We need like... here we go. Oh, aluminum. Never mind. I thought it was maybe limestone. But we might need to make something to make the factory. Supply center requires 4 concrete. So is there a tutorial for concrete? Let's see. Placing buildings, global information, transports. City supply and terraforming. Okay. We're building our cities and domes first. Interesting. How do I see what resources we had access to? Oh yeah. Little city skylines here too, showing you the different milestones for productivity. Okay, well, we need concrete for all of those. We're going to need more extractors for sure. Let's also build some more depots then. So the drones can go like 1, maybe 2 tiles, maybe even 3. But roads, Where we're going, yeah, we're going to need roads. All right. So sulfur, would that be used to make... I guess we're just going to have to try everything out. Now we've got iron taken care of. That's kind of nearby. The nearest deposit of sulfur seems to be over here. And it looks like resources are finite. Yes. So eventually we're going to have to move these. But we've got quite a bit on the surface. There could be deep mining in this game too. That'd be cool to get that tech. All right, let's go over here and build a bunch of extractors again. And see what this can do. So let's add sulfur now. And we'll see the production chain for that. I guess we'll just figure it out by doing. Nothing wrong with that. So we can make concrete through sulfur. Okay. Must smell delicious. So sulfur will make concrete. Cool. And it's that simple. And then we need a drone. Oh. Are we going to need a drone to bring that all the way up there? Let's see. Go that concrete, please. Yeah, so a road. We can now build one road. Or pretty soon. Trucks use roads to transport containers. Cost for 4 is 1 concrete. Road stops. Trucks stop at road stops in order to load and unload containers. Oh, okay. We gotta build a loading depot first. Alright. Looks like this one's not connected to anything. Do you have enough supplies? I don't think he does. We need another drone. Love the changing of the mountains there. The shadow from the mountains, really cool. Yeah, it looks like what we could do is almost, oh boy, like 6 extractors per 1 factory. The output's a little slow now, but I guess these roads will help to make things a little bit better. But then we're going to have to need those steel bars for the town. But the depots are a good way to connect things together. Do now. How about that? Could connect another triple over here. I guess we'll just try 3 to 1. Oh, that music is great. Over to there, and a factory to here. So we could do more than that. Not sure how we're going to build the roads yet. Oh, look at that. We can, oh, nice. We can build windy roads. Oh, it reminds me of the roads you can build in Civ. That's actually pretty cool. Or at least how the roads turn out when they go between some of the major cities. Then we can eventually build a rail network. I like these 3 cities being together like that. That's kind of nice. Oh, man, the music's so good. This is just great. Wait, this is concrete. This is used... That also uses concrete. Ah, but you know what? I bet I need to build an assembler to build road pieces out of that. Roads? Yep. I knew it. Kind of weird to make a road in a factory. It's these prefab panel roads, basically, that the Soviet Union had tons of. So... it's not spending the concrete to build the road, it's using the concrete to build the road at the factory. That's interesting. Let's also build... oh, we can build some trucks too, which we need mechanical parts. Hell yeah, brother, we got a road and a factory. Well, let's build a bunch of roads first, then we can switch the recipe. And we need to build that supply center, which also one of these factories is going to have to make. Oh, I forgot. I always forget to put a depot down. Seems a little unnecessary to put a depot between a factory, because in my mind, I think of it it's more about transportation between the buildings than it is storage. But regardless, let's build our factory. There we go. Alright, so now we're pumping out the roads. Sweet. Now, let's make a truck depot, brother. So now we got to switch to mechanical parts. And we'll leave one of these to make trucks. And then maybe what we could do is start trucking between depots. So we could have a bunch of depots over here making steel beams and then switch them back over here. And that seems possible with what we can do with the road depot. Let's get another section set up just to test my theory. Boy, we're going to be making a lot of metal, brother. Operation Metallica is a go. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Iron, iron. And then we need... maybe truck depots then for that. We'll get that sorted out in a moment. And we're building trucks now, yes? Oh, we need mechanical parts here now. There we go. So this depot is going to be basically deleted for now, or disabled for now. Nice. Bum, bum. Alright, so now we'll have to see how many trucks we can get, but this will allow us to build a much larger facility. And let's go back to the road construction. 48 roads, nice. All right, let's switch those to road stops now. And we'll build till we get maybe 8 of those, something like that. Also reminds me a bit of Satisfactory too. But it's nice to see this as a city builder. All right, we're going to purposely let these stack up and see if the trucks can do the job of getting it over here. These beam factories. And now we need to build a supply center, too. All right, let's switch to a supply center. There we go. All right, we'll see how that goes. The planets are pretty. Different colors of like rose and red and white mixed in. Certainly reminiscent of Mars. That's for sure. I want to be able to rename these cities, though. It'd be nice. So then once we get our first delivery there, that's when they're going to start building their domes and biodomes and making food and such. They probably will be self-sufficient for now, but then eventually will require, well, the planet to be terraformed. Makes sense. All right, Road Depot 1, Road Depot 2, Road Depot 3. Maybe it has to switch to another depot to import to a factory. We'll see. But anyway, these guys are going to be exporting iron. Which actually... we could build our own steel beam facility too, actually. This could be for one-off specialty parts and we could change that on the fly, but this we should definitely just pump out tons of steel beams, right? Let's see how this works. Let's have facility 1 and 2 connect. That's cool. Then let's make an intersection here. And this is just to test it out. Oh, I love the intersections and such. That's really nice. Really cool. So then they're going to offload to another drop-off point. Now we need a supply center. Supply cities with resources. It needs to grow. Okay. So then what we're going to do Is this a drop-off point for the town? Let's see. Now we're going to build a road all the way up there. Luckily, it's pretty flat. There's not much we have to worry about except for, you know, occasional mountains. Alright, we're going to have to go crazy with the road production now. So back to road production. Got plenty of drop-off points and whatnot. This might require it. Let's build that too, just to see. Anyway, we're going to have to go all the way up here. We'll have this be a loading and offloading area, maybe? We could have it work the way around, right? We could have these factories make the beams. So iron. Output will be steel bars. Maybe something like that will work. We can output to 3 factories. We want steel bars. Let's deliver steel bars to the town first to see how that works. Hopefully it's successful. I want these to go to 1. Well, actually, we could put the road depot here and it could pull from these 2 maybe. Let's go with steel bars there. And there. And they should auto-transfer to where they need to go, I hope. We build over a resource, it destroys it. It looks like. Maybe it reappears. Alright, we got a long way to go to build those trucking routes, though. I love the road building. It's very nice. Reminds me of not mini metro, but mini motorways. So I think we want to go about here. It also is giving me a little bit of Open TTD vibes too. Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. With building all this. Very nice. Okay, we pumped out a ton of cars, right? Let's just keep making more trucks so there's no bottlenecks. Alright, there we go. And can we make those at the depot? Let's see. Kind of hard to zoom in on stuff on occasion. It would be nice to see a way to maybe set landmarks or something. Supply cities with the resources it needs to grow. This one's concrete. 1. Cost 1 concrete. Is that all you demand to be built? Or to be delivered? Well, let's finish our first road. Hopefully the containers don't just deliver to cities. We'll have to see. I could have this completely wrong, but it's cool to test it out. The real answer here will be here. Trucks stop at road stops in order to load and unload containers to and from depots. Okay, so it should work the way I'm hoping so far. Now, how do we set up a line? Ahaha. Origin. Destination. Iron. Oh, trucks automatically get deployed. Oh, that's cool. We need to switch these around. Ah, that's cool. You can just easily flip. Nice. And there they go, brother. Amen. All right. Cool. Now, can I assign the number of trucks? Oh, we can. Ah, that's so cool. Oh, wow. They just pull in and do like a donut, and then like a drone just basically picks them up quick. So origin there, destination there. Oh wait, what? Origin set, destination set. The heck? I'm setting this one though. That's our origin. And that's our destination. Create a line of vehicles by placing its origin. I guess I'll just do this and then flip it. I don't get it. Oh, anyway, let's go ahead and accept, I guess we'll do this t'other way around. Let's do iron here. And we'll have one output for iron. Although, it's not going to be able to go to the cities at the moment. And let's definitely put more trucks on that line. You know, I'm starting to think one road depot can have one line and that's it. So we'd need another depot. Oh, that's a shame. We'd need another depot. And I don't know if the trucks are smart enough to stop there. Let's see. Origin, destination, iron ore, flip the route. The one stop per, that kind of sucks. Maybe there's upgrades. There might be ways to fix this now. Or trucks 4, please. Or trucks 4 on both lines. Yeah, those depots aren't picking up. Damn. Gotta be a way to send more things to a depot that way. And these guys are set to make beams, but... well, I guess we may as well make an assembler or something. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's make more extractors. Alright, well that was an experiment, but, you know... sometimes a tutorial can only cover so much. At least we made a ton of trucks, brother. And actually, we got a lot of mechanical parts there, too. So, alright, that'll be our truck depot. This I wanted to be like our iron bar depot, and then to be able to ship that to town. But, the town... boom, they seem to want something else. Let's do road depot, road depot. We need to export pure concrete to these guys, actually. Is this enough road to get up there? I don't know if we're going to have enough road to get up to 88, Doc. Roads? Alright. Yeah, got to keep pumping out those roads. So yeah, alright. So you definitely need a full-time Big O road factory for sure. Especially, boy, I think we got kind of lucky with how close these roads are together. Not the roads, but how close we are to the town. Well, we could do another assembly unit, right? So it looks like when a finished product is done, we don't need to store it. It just magically goes into a storage depot. So I can build another road here. No, you can't, goofball. You need the assembler. Jeez. You need the assembly plant. And we're out of that. So let's switch the recipe from trucks to assembly plants now. Which still takes mechanical parts, so that's cool. And so now we'll switch that to more roads. Now we can get some of our roads back already. We don't have to... we can just delete this here and chalk that up to experimentation, which is totally fine. What happens if they're disconnected? Oh, they're smart enough to go back to the road. Cool. You guys can kind of forget about that line. Not enough input. The trucks can only carry one, actually. Wow, the drones can carry as much as a truck, but just faster and a shorter distance. Try 16 trucks. The timeline here is going to be important, getting the spacing between the trucks. You don't want any trucks sitting, but they all seem to be driven by AI, so there's not going to be any rest stops or breaks. Damn, look at that flow, though. That's really cool that they implemented... I like that there's trucks here instead of just conveyor belts, actually. There is conveyors, too, but the fact that there's, like, little trucking lines that you can build also seems just as... or more feasible than... like a trucking line. Or a conveyor belt line. Alright, let's get our roads back. Alright, so now we just need to ship out regular old concrete. Let's do that. Let's go with a line of 4 here. Can we do 5? No, no, no. Depots. Back to sulfur. Back to a factory here to process concrete. Now let's see how quickly it can process that. Oh. We need another depot. Get rid of this one. Oh. Now, of course, that is wasted materials, but honestly, there's probably got to be about 1 million of every resource on the surface. It's got to be a crazy amount. It's just a learning expense. Think about it as a tuition. Not intuition, just tuition. Alright, concrete it is. And a big old trucking line. Eastbound and down. Loaded up and trucking, doing what they say can't be done. Who's they? Backseaters. That's who. Origin. There we go. Looks like it's automatically smart enough to figure out the destination. Is it not? Yay! Bring that concrete to the city. Other way around. Let's go ahead and get like 25 trucks on there. Hell yeah, brother. Rip and dip. Alright, so obviously we need to catch up a little bit with the production. But it's so cool that we're sending out trucks. Now, eventually we will get trains and conveyors and other things, so there's always potential for more. Always potential for more. And then we can build a small truck line here to bring more concrete around to another side. So these ones, I guess we'll just leave them to make roads. Those are fine. Let's build a depot now. So if we're doing depots again, you know the drill here, right? Basically, just make these make steel bars again. Actually, these two can be off. We go from steel bars to, and transfer it there. We're going to switch to the depots now. But yeah, so what we'd like to do is probably set up a facility for each and every type of building. Depots seem like they're going to be commonly used. Roads, commonly used. The truck stops, pretty much everything we've used so far will be commonly used. So a particular production chain for each of those. Really channeling a lot of what I like about Anno 1800 and a few other games too. So yeah, we're at the mercy of now needing depots and doing a few more of those. But hey, now we got trucks on the way to the city, right? So they should be there shortly. Our first truck's pulling in. And that should allow that city to grow. Hopefully we don't need a depot here. Oh, we do. Oh, you fool. But wait, we have it. We're good. Hey. Ba-ba. All right. So now the city has everything it needs in order to build its first structures. And that is the beginning, only the very beginning of our experimentation and our learning and so much more. That's going to be awesome. Looks like the supply center could almost hold 3 more bays times 3 of materials stacked on top of each other. So that's going to be really cool. It's like Factorio with trucks, or Satisfactory with trucks. That already has trucks, but this is a cool way to do it. Really, really like it. Now, let's see what they build for their first structure. Let's speed up time. And... nothing. Well, turn green. Ah, there it goes. Cities require resources, so now population is 4. It's 100% growing. Cool. So then they'll... a little bit like OpenTTD there. You actually build all the stuff yourself, just like how it is with bringing iron ore and coal to a steel mill, then bringing those products to like a goods factory, and then those products to like a city. That's awesome. Very nice. All right, well, I'm certainly blown away by this one, so if you'd like to see more, make sure you spam that like button like crazy and do it for the glory of Raptoria, and check out this game on Steam now. Otherwise, we're going to jump on a live stream and do some more of it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. What a phenomenal little game. Very simple, yet very complex. Very nice. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.